spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Badgers will put toe to leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. Finds his man open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Snap it to the back. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown,
to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Badgers offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The give on the inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. And to get rid of it quickly.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, forcing the incompletion.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Edwards. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He'll do it himself on the draw. And that's a live ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Under fire. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Badgers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down there.
There he goes! Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
The give is to Miller. Running into the open space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Got his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 78 yards down the field and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here's the handoff. Nice move there. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the lone running back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Wisconsin has failed to finish in the top 25 for 5 consecutive seasons. Now in the 2nd year of the Luke Fickell era, the Badgers eager to get back to their winning ways.
Man, can they get back to that physical brand, man? When Wisconsin was in the top 25, like Reese was talking about, it was physical teams that could run the football. You think about Fickell, that's what you thought about with Cincinnati. Jesse, can they get some of that back, man?
Yeah, great defense, running the ball, and just being smart. And when games are on the line, doing the small things to get those wins. It comes down to the tiniest details. There's talent in that Wisconsin locker room, but they got to put it all together.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Quickly complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
A first down run in the red zone. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He slides that just inside the right upright. Had to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The short hands, it's Miller.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw him to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Simpson. That's caught, it's Bernard. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get 1st downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
How many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Open space at the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The transition from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer certainly gave growing pains to the Crimson Tide, and they're expecting progress in year 2.
It wasn't smooth. I mean, you expand the playoff, obviously, further, and they still don't make it, so a lot of upset Alabama fans, Jesse, but Year two, obviously a chance to change that. More of his guys, more of his system.
Yeah, there were some bright spots a year ago in Kalen DeBoer's first season. Obviously, beating Georgia at home was a big one, but this was a team that definitely stumbled down the stretch. And you're right, this is a team that has expectations to compete for national championships. They have to take the next step this year.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Simpson. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Trying play action. Turns it loose. Makes the grab in the open. There he goes. The tag. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Badgers trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pressure coming.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. On the option, he'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Great protection, and down the middle it goes. He'll work his way down to the 28. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field, you get it to him. You know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ball.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Tide! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. The lone back's got it. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Badgers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, there were able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Edwards. Finds his back in the middle. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Got a man. It's Anthony. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up. Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anthony. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. And he just dropped it. I think he wanted to run the
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too, because He's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man. They are finding him, and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
The kick is on its way. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anthony. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. 2nd down coming up.
The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Throws to the tight end. Throws it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
From the 30-yard line on first down. They'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
That makes the score Alabama 24, Wisconsin 13.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Simpson. With the catch, it's Bernard. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They go to the draw. Makes a man miss. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Anthony. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Off-play action on 1st down. Using the quick game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Got his man.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Edwards. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Caught. Breaks into the open. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism in his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
QB's trying to throw a quick one down here in the end zone. You know you're going to be getting tight coverage, and that's a better job defensively of swatting that thing away for the incompletion.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
To advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. The give is to Miller. Across the 25, he's got room. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, better look out! And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Here on third down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
The play-action fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The give out of the gun. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Badgers. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Nice move to pick up yardage. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Grab near the sticks. It's Cuevas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. To throw, it's Edwards. Finds his man, it's Anthony. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The give on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got a man. It's Miller. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win.
There he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Got his man quickly. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the toss. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Makes the catch. It's Young. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Miller with the ball. Finds a little space.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Quarterback keeper. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Gets away from one. He's got space. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The running back has it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Edwards. Quickly to the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Rushes on him. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking for a man, it's Edwards. He's not afraid to go deep. Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just